jaBROni, JABRONIXYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
Smooth transition.
Damn right.
Very nice.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis presented by BODYSLAM.net. If you can read underneath me right here, I am your reigning, defending, undisputed jaBROni world champion and the push predictions champion as well. Back over here. How's everybody doing today? Joined with Mr. Mike Butler.
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
How are you?
We've each done like 2 separate shows this week already, like without each other.
I know this is nice. This is normal. this is together. I like it. The first time going live for both together, so that's nice.
We are from now on out. We will be live every week. All the episodes will be live streamed when we are doing
live bros. We're just live bros. That's all we can say.
But we busy week after a few weeks of craziness.
Very, very. But I'm glad to get back to some type of normalcy. We had 2 pay-per-views and within like 10 days of each other or whatever it was. Oh boy.
And we have a gap now. There's 2 weeks. We still have 2 weeks for another pay-per-view now for Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
I remember hearing 2 weeks from Sunday a lot. They could probably change it, knowing them. I don't know, but
that's all right. That's all right. We need to get into some things here.
You've been teasing some things that you want to talk about all week.
I have, and it needs to be said, and I want to start it off real quick. I mean, I figure we're gonna talk about AEW All Out, right? So let's just first let's get the elephant out of the room. You know, we've gone back and forth in text. You've entered the comment section in the chat during my live show. I've entered the live show during yours. We all know what's happening. It's, shenanigans on all counts that you are still the jaBROni world champion. Big asterisk there. You missed the asterisk on your little like description thing there at below you. Neither here nor there. Let's talk about All Out. What did you think of the show?
I thought it was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom, fantastic. Super. Scale of 1 to 10. If you had to put a number on it, what would you put?
Like a 9, I would give it.
Maybe. A 9 out of 10. Fantastic. You're just the person I want to say this to. I think All Out had the greatest ending to a pay-per-view I've ever seen. Ever. In 30 years of life, maybe like 22 of them watching wrestling. Okay? But, and this is the big, fat but, before all that, I would have given this show a 5 out of 10.
Ooh.
Yes, and here's why.
All right.
So, rapid fire, gonna run down the card, tell you what I think in like 10 seconds each match. The tag match on the buy-in, didn't even see it. Didn't know it was on the buy-in, didn't even see it. Boom, done. Moxley versus Kojima. It was fine, but didn't really grasp my attention. I'm also going to go off of Dave Meltzer. He just released his star ratings for these matches. And what is it? He does 1 out of 5, and then with a rare like 6 or something sometimes, right?
Or 7.
Okay. Or 7, yeah. All right. So he gave Moxley and Kojima a 4. Out of 5? Nah. I would have given it a 3. Just a 3. Miro and Eddie Kingston, he gave a 4. I would give it maybe because 4 out of 5, that has to be like a really great match. You know, I didn't think it was a really great match. I don't think it was a bad match, but I mean, it was Miro beating Eddie Kingston. You know, I didn't think anything of it really. Like, it wasn't like, oh man, cool, great match. No, I didn't do that. Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander, gave that a 4. I didn't give that a 4. Gave it a 3. The cage match, he gave a 5 and 3/4. I think that's what it's called. And I will agree with that. The match was the best match of the night. Super awesome match. Had me going, holy shit. Awesome. So that's one match there out of 1, 2, like out of 4 matches so far. That was like took me off my seat, okay? Casino Battle Royal. It was a Battle Royal. What else can you say about it? Gave it a 3 1/4. I can kind of agree with that. It's a Battle Royal, you know. It's not going to be a 4 or a 5. Ruby Soho winning.
Wrong outcome. But, you know, hey, I like Ruby. She's cool. Yes.
Jericho beat MJF in a 19-minute, 45-second match. 3 and 3/4. I don't want to say 0.75, but 3 3/4. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Take it. I'll take it. Shitty ending, but I'll take it. Personally, for me, shitty ending, but I'll take it. Punk and Allen, 3 3/4.
I'm surprised that he didn't go nuts about that.
I did not give it that much. I maybe gave it, like, if I had to, being nice since it was his first match in 7 years, gave it a 3. So it didn't capture me like I thought it would. It wasn't like all hype about it. I'm sure, and again, kind of grading him on a curve since he hasn't wrestled. It just wasn't. It was a match. I think it looked like a match where he looked better than what I thought he would, but he also wasn't CM Punk. And again, totally get it. Age, ring rust, but I was not into it as much as I thought I was going to be. And then you had Paul White and QT Marshall, 3 minutes. How many stars do you think he gave him?
Oh, this is interesting. Oh my God, it was a very short match. Did he give it
3 minutes?
Did he give it over 3?
No.
Like a 2
No.
and a half?
No. 1.
Did he give it a 1?
Gave it a 1.
Okay. I mean,
I gave it a 2.
It did what it needed to do.
It did what it needed to do.
It was there for a very specific reason.
You know, when I would watch Big Show in WWE, I would hate watching Big Show in WWE. Match, segment, whatever. This, however, I didn't hate. So I bumped it up a point. I didn't hate seeing him do this. It was good. I liked it. Kenny Omega and Christian Cage got a 4 1/4. Gave it a 3. Go ahead.
Nah, yeah, I felt like there was more hype for post-match for that one.
Right. So at this point in the show, this show for me is a 5 out of 10. And then the debuts happened and all that, and it bumped me up to like a 7 out of 10 for All Out. Was not a fan. I don't think this was a better show than Revolution. I really don't, in-ring wise. And a lot of people going up there and saying, this is greatest pay-per-view, this is their greatest pay-per-view. This was, in my eyes, and this is all just opinion, this wasn't even their greatest pay-per-view. This wasn't even close. to what they can do.
But the ending, you said
the ending was the greatest ending
in AEW. Are you saying that in AEW history or
ever,
just in general?
Ever.
I mean, I
can't even think of an ending that closely comes near to what they did. Maybe, like, I don't know, right off the top of my head, the Survivor Series where Sting debuted maybe is pretty cool. But if I actually sat down and think about it, I'm sure I could think of a lot better ones. But as of right now, top of my head, greatest ending to a pay-per-view I've ever seen.
See, dude, I'm still such a sucker for WrestleMania 31.
Okay.
I'm such a sucker for that. Just like, I just Brock or Roman, who's winning? And like, really, at the time, no one was really saying.
I see. You were saying no one was really saying, but I was saying like, yo, Seth may do this. Seth may do this, and God damn it, he did.
And I thought that was, I mean, anytime when you say that, like, greatest, like, in my head, like, it's just one, like, not that it is, but to me, I just always remember just like, wow. Or the, and these are just WWE related just because, I mean, the track record of AEW's pay-per-views is not as long as, but that Money in the Bank with the Shield, everyone holding the title, and then like Rollins getting his revenge on Roman, and then Ambrose coming out, like stuff like that. I like those. They've done it a lot. WWE has those big moment angles at the end, but the way they did Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan on the same night, and literally within, you brought someone out as a face, heel turn real quick, and just sets up all these opportunities. I cannot disagree with you with it being one of the greatest endings to a pay-per-view.
So another take, even if Daniel Bryan debuted on himself, I don't think it would have gotten the 7 that I'm giving it. Like, it would have been cool, but the fact that they did Adam Cole first, A, I didn't know that Adam Cole was going to be there. B, the way they did it, like, lights go out, you're thinking Daniel Bryan's coming out, you're thinking Final Countdown's going to hit, but it didn't. It was Adam freaking Cole. That debut made this a 7 out of 10. That made me jump out of my goddamn chair, run across the street, shout, run back in, and shout again. And by the time I got back, Daniel Bryan was coming out. So, like, wow.
It's just crazy. It's so crazy to see, like, that one thing where you just see it's just like, yo, Daniel Bryan literally was in the main event of WrestleMania, and we're like, boom, the end of the summer, and look where we're at now.
It's unreal. But that was my hot take for the week. All Out was not great as everyone is saying it was.
Since we're talking about All Out, I will mention something that kind of bothered me. I don't know if it's just people who I randomly I saw a lot of people complaining about the show afterwards. Literally, my timeline was filled with praise.
Yeah.
There's a couple people in there, I mean, with upset about gender and race after the show. And I don't know if we're trying to get in the hot button topics here or whatever, but the lack of women matches, and the lack of just AEW being very white, apparently people think. So people were like, it was so weird scrolling through and just seeing all of these like, great show, what a fun night. Everyone just genuinely just enjoying watching a pay-per-view on Sunday night, and then just kept seeing these little beats in between. I'm like, dude, what is up with these people? Like that they have to complain about something when it's just something so
weird. Like, you have Lucha Bros killing themselves in a cage. You have Powerhouse Hobbs, who's going to be just great, especially in this CM Punk feud that they're teasing. I mean, there's always going to be something to complain about. The women thing, you know, they should be having more women's matches. I mean, I understood they had the Battle Royal, but I mean, they have one match on Rampage and one match on Dynamite, I think. So
Rampage, I get. I mean, it's like usually you can get 3 matches in, so it's like one.
That's what
Dynamite, I mean,
you could squeeze another one in there, and WWE really is the same way. I mean, think of how tone deaf the WWE is last night when they have Zelina Vega scheduled to be in a match. Match gets cut the day before 9/11, the 20th anniversary of 9/11, where she tragically lost her father. Like, how much would that have meant to her to compete in Madison Square Garden? You know, like, just it's a problem with both. See, I can say bad things about AEW too. So
I mean, I saw her this morning. She was on CNN. She was doing a speech.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of almost released. It's kind of like jaBROni of the week vibes right there. When I saw that they put a 3-minute video package in the beginning for 9/11, they're blowing themselves for that documentary that they have coming out, like touting themselves about we beat 9/11. We came back on TV. Like,
it was a good documentary.
But did you watch it already?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
but
it's only a half hour too. Like, it's good.
Maybe instead of showing that package in the beginning, I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe instead of I understand, like, so the first match of SmackDown was a 10-man tag with like Big E, and I get like, you know, they got Trey Lance in there, or Trey Young rather. I don't know why I said Trey Lance.
That's great. That's some great heel heat right there.
Yeah, that was
a very
really
good idea.
But like, I don't know. Probably could have done without the actual match. I think it was to build Big E and everything, and obviously Trey Young and whatnot. But man, just it's a shame. It was a shame.
What did you think of SmackDown in general? After going through it, I did not think, for being an MSG show and they were hyping it up, I was like, well, this is very anticlimactic, this entire episode.
What?
Yes, until the very end.
What? I actually enjoyed SmackDown last night, despite what they you know, the cutting of Zelina Vega and Toni Storm and all them. I enjoyed SmackDown. You know, I enjoyed the opening segment with Lesnar returning and starting shit with Heyman and Reigns. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch the 10-man tag. The contract signing with Becky and Bianca didn't really hit with me, but everything else I thought was really, really good. And then, you know, I mean, I'm just gonna mind if I mark out for a minute
before we get to your boy.
Okay.
You mentioned Becky Lynch real quick, and I just want to say she did something that I wanted someone to do for a contract signing ever since I started watching professional wrestling.
Say, what if I don't sign this?
Yes, it was fantastic. I was like, fuck yeah. What if she doesn't want to sign it? And then Pierce and Sonya, their only defense to it was, come on, Becky, sign it. Just sign it. Like, whoa, really? Like, it's all like, what if I don't sign it? I thought that was...
She doesn't have to sign it. She don't have to sign it.
Very simple, but I was just like, yeah, you know what, Becky? Fuck her. Don't sign it.
Right. So,
but then yes.
Well, hold on. We're overdoing it.
No, we're not.
Seth Rollins and Edge.
Yes, that is true.
Mixed feelings about it. Here's why. 1, 50-50 booking.
You knew who was going over immediately.
Knew who was going over. It was going to happen. However, how they did it made sense. Gets Edge off TV for a little bit because I'm sure he's going to go away. He's not
like Survivor Series.
Maybe, yeah, I guess so. So I liked how they did it. Don't know what Seth had an interview afterwards. Don't know what he was.
Very
didn't know how he felt about it. He seemed conflicted. Kind of interesting there. May lead to a face turn, or maybe he's just being a dick. I don't know. But yeah, and then you had the Usos and the Street Profits. Always a great match. You can put them in a ring together, and I will watch it all the time. So good.
Yes, I actually
didn't, like, didn't like the ending. I just don't like non-finishes.
Yeah.
Especially in a show like MSG. If you're gonna save that for like the Verizon Center or the frickin' Papa John Arena, whatever, fine. But this is Madison Square Garden. You haven't been here in 2 years. Like, man. But then, yes, the reason we all came to watch SmackDown. The reason we all came in general. Finn Balor, the Demon, returning. And I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something right now, Toph. I was getting real sour on this SmackDown because they didn't mention Finn at all.
Mm-hmm.
At all. No teases, no nothing. Lesnar coming back. I would have been sure to be like, he has to come out. He can't let this happen again. Lesnar taking his title shot. Can't let him do this. So, real bummed. Didn't think they returned the Demon this quick. They had the little flashy lights last week.
Did you get spoiled by that at all before the show?
No.
I was out at dinner, and at like 6:30 something, WrestleVotes tweeted the Demon gif, and I instantly was just like, "Oh
no, I didn't see that."
Yeah,
I usually see their stuff too. That's crazy.
I saw that, and I was just like, "Oh!" I was like, "Oh, they're bringing him." But instantly in my head, I'm just like, "Wow, the Demon gonna lose to Roman Reigns." Ah, man.
I didn't even think that it was the lights last week. I didn't even think it was for the Demon because Lesnar has red in his lights, and I thought it was something for Lesnar since he was coming back this week. I thought it was like Lesnar like stalking him or something. I didn't even think about the Demon. And then I saw like stuff within like leading up to this SmackDown. I was like, oh. But here's the thing. The Demon hasn't lost ever.
Did he lose to Samoa Joe?
Okay, in NXT.
Okay, that's it, right?
That's it. When he's been on the main roster, he has not lost. And it's not a large sample. I think he had Rollins, he had AJ, maybe one other person.
He didn't wrestle. He was Finn at with the Fiend. He wasn't
right.
They were supposed to do that match.
They were supposed to, but
Sister Abigail, wasn't it like Sister Abigail versus
Sister Abigail versus the Demon? Bray got the measles. That's that TLC pay-per-view that freaking killed it because everyone got sick. So they had to clear Kurt Angle to team with the Shield. AJ replaced the Bray Wyatt. It was such a good pay-per-view with those changes. But so there's not a large sample size, but I know for a fact that back when Finn first came up, Vince was very high on the Demon character and didn't want the Demon to lose ever. So with them going Roman Reigns versus the Demon at Extreme Rules, stipulation maybe TBA, it'll be very interesting to see how they go with this. Me personally, and again, this is just me marking out, I don't think a Lesnar-Reigns feud needs the Universal title. So I'm thinking maybe Reigns should, drop it.
But like Paul Heyman said to Brock, like we could go after any champion. Like he was playing both sides. I don't know where the hell what they're doing with this Paul Heyman thing because he keeps like I'm with Roman, and then he's like all of a sudden he's with Brock, and then he's back with Roman. But he said like you can go after any championship, and I thought he was going to be like, why don't you go after the United States Championship or the Intercontinental Championship?
Right.
I was like, I thought that's where it was leading to. So it seems like it's about the title. And it doesn't, it seems like it's Survivor Series. And it just seems like Extreme Rules is the buffer to do Roman and the Demon, and it's Extreme Rules. So maybe, that's the angle they use for if the Demon loses on the main roster, it's because of a gimmick match. Some kind of eye for an eye. I don't know.
I don't want that. I want the Demon to win. I want the Demon to win. I will hate, though. I hope there's a stipulation, and I hope the stipulation isn't Finn Balor is the demon. I hope that's not the stipulation.
No, there has to be more. It's Extreme Rules. I feel like they're going to do something.
Maybe. I don't know. But I'm excited right now for SmackDown. I'm really excited for SmackDown.
Where was Corbin?
I don't know, man. That's a big negative right there. Corbin or Reggie wasn't on this show. You must have really hated this.
That's mainly why I said it a little while ago. I was like, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I looked for Corbin, didn't see him. Is Kevin Owens on this show?
Kevin Owens was not on this show.
Okay, good to know. Probably getting negotiated the biggest money contract of his life.
Getting him out of there.
I honestly don't see how they don't throw the bank at him if they really want.
AEW?
No.
Oh, WWE?
WWE. They should be if I was them, be offering him Brock Lesnar money.
I was talking to this with my wife, and it was very coincidental because we were talking. It was Monday, and we were talking about All Out and how great AEW is doing with the surprises and everything. And she asked who I think is the next one to go, and I don't know any contract statuses. I'm not that into it. But I said I would love to see Kevin Owens. And I don't know when that Fightful report dropped, but I read it and I was like, oh shit, look at that. And I showed her, she's like, no way. If she's a casual fan, I'd say. She refuses to watch Raw. She'll watch SmackDown, and she will now watch AEW all the time. And it's crazy. She's already on board with AEW. Then there's there's a Bray Wyatt possibility. And then she's already on board. And then there's Kevin Owens. So it goes to show how big these names really are. And if KO goes, I don't doubt that Sami Zayn, if able, is not too far behind him.
Oh boy. Could get scary soon. I said this on the when we did the Dynamite post show the other night. I was saying someone posted a picture of the Raw men's roster, the SmackDown and AEW. And AEW is a little bit more lengthy with the top male stars or whatever, but when you look at Raw and SmackDown, it's slim pickings. When you look at their roster on each side, you're like, oh, it's dwindling. It's dwindling. And this one in the middle, AEW, has all these heavy hitters.
Right. Right.
It was interesting to just see it all in front of you, just being like, wow, that's what they have going on. I don't know.
Interesting time. Do you want to get into Raw?
Raw now. Raw. The tag team.
Not to put a sour on the episode. I feel like we're really excited, but now here we are.
So you want to talk about the answer to All Out?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the answer to All Out.
Yeah, I mean, we had Randy and Bobby arguing over they want to be double champs, and all this stuff. There's going to be a tag team turmoil match, and then apparently Bobby and MVP, they said they're going to get themselves into
Sorry. Devin, what's up, buddy?
But yes, they did this tag team turmoil match that took up a good, I'd say over 50% of the show, beginning of the show, and then towards the end.
3-hour show. This takes up half.
It was the New Day, any tag team that you could think of on Raw. They lost to the New Day.
It was all of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, everyone was in there. And if you just name them, the New Day beat them. I think they even picked a 42-year-old father and a 12-year-old son out of the crowd at some point. They wrestled. They lost. T-Bar Mace came out. And then that's when T-Bar Mace lost. And then they beat the hell out of everybody. They beat the hell out of Ali and Mansoor coming out. And then Pierce and Sonya was like, yeah, we're going to take some time here. And this tag team turmoil match that's supposed to begin and end with like people being tired, and that's the whole point of it. We're just gonna stop it. And we're gonna start it over.
All right. So like, I didn't watch. How did they go about stopping this match? Did Adam Pearce and Sonya just come out and was like, "Yo, dude, you guys take a break. Let's finish this up at the end."
We try to tame Mason T-bar and like, "Oh, stop," and then they just go like, "This is not how we're gonna end this match."
That's so wild. That's
we had Drew versus Sheamus for
I saw
win, gets a shot at the title.
Yeah, the U.S. title, right?
Yes, and we had like a roll up with holding the trunks, and Sheamus wins.
There was like a post match beatdown, right, from Drew. Like he smacked him with a mask, right?
Yes, he got the mask off of Sheamus.
You think this is a heel-ish of Drew? Think there's something going on there?
Teasing it?
Possibly.
Maybe. So, I don't know. Sheamus is the heel of heels.
Heel of heels.
How you oh.
Heel of heels? Maybe.
Now I'm thinking
something's cooking in your head.
I wish I could just see, like, I had a thought of like the bar, like Sheamus and Cesaro, and I instantly was just like, I could see like Sheamus and Drew being a tag.
Yeah, I mean they did that for a little bit when they were like buddies and stuff.
I could see that. I don't know what they're doing with Drew McIntyre, honestly.
I mean, they took him out of the title picture, the WWE title picture. So like the next logical thing is, I guess, the U.S. championship.
Yeah,
but they kind of booked themselves in a corner a little bit there. They really did. I mean, as much as I was not about seeing Drew in the title picture again against Bobby Lashley, if Bobby Lashley was going to have this kind of reign, you had to get Drew away.
Yeah.
And if this was the thing is, I don't know if I would have like put that stipulation on him rather. So I would have used him more like in case of emergency break glass kind of thing, but they can't do that. I mean, they could, but we would all be mad that they took that stipulation away.
Yeah.
By some stupid reason. But yeah, I mean, the next logical choice is U.S. championship. And the thing with that is we've seen Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre already. Damian Priest wins clean as a sheet.
It's better than Pornhub.
Better than Pornhub. Did I leave a browser window open or something? Anything else?
Yeah, there's we have they're trying to use the successfulness of RK Bro and use it with the women, with Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash.
Is that what it sounds like?
I feel like that's exactly what they're trying to do because they have 1.5 tag teams in the women's division, and they need to make somebody up. And they're like, "Whoa, Riddle and Orton, everyone loves that. Let's get 2 oddball characters and put them together." But it's just like, I remember I wrote this week in the Raw review. It's just like, no offense, like nobody wants to see it. It's not. They're not telling it the same way how they did Randy and Riddle. They built that up great.
Yeah, but those two are both very great characters. That's why it worked with them. A superhero and a rebel, I don't think it will work with them. They can't just why can't they just stop? Like they do this all the time. I feel like they have something that works so much, and then they try to do it everywhere. It's stupid. It's dumb. That's why we hate this show. Sorry.
Oh, but we have to talk about again. Karrion Kross, John Morrison. Now, these guys had a big, huge main event.
Was this the main?
At a pay-per-view.
Oh.
TNA back in the day.
Right.
Johnny Impact, Killer Kross. And we go down now to Kross, whatever the hell they're doing, him getting sprayed in the face with a drip stick, and then Morrison gets put to sleep.
Can you just like say that sentence again?
Kross getting hit with the drip stick
in his BDSM outfit.
It's
how the mighty have fallen. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know with Karrion Kross. I know I'm probably like the last person in line to want his autograph, but still there's an appeal. I'd rather see Johnny Sins on Raw than Karrion Kross, honestly. It'd be entertaining.
They wasted this whole. We've talked about the Miz Morrison breakup for the longest time and how it could have had this great build. They could have built it to Survivor Series. They could have built it to the fucking Rumble. And they could have made Morrison such a face in this situation. And they just shit on everything. Like, they brought him, when he came back to the company, he was instantly in a backstage segment right next to The Miz. Ever since he came back. And it's just like such a fucking missed opportunity to do something with John Morrison.
I don't hate that they did the tag team with The Miz. I think it was the most logical thing they could do. But
that's fine.
But just the way they went with the character is not how I would have done it. I mean, I'm not asking him to have a run with the title, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that this guy can win the title, you know?
Being one of a contender.
Right.
We don't let him do what he can do ever. He's on joke-ass segments for the past 2 years, it seems, of just... it pisses me off. I love John Morrison.
His last stint with the WWE, he had title matches, you know? So it's weird how they're doing this. And now he's basically got... There's another thing that they do because they did it with The Fiend and given his gimmick to Alexa. Now that The Miz is like either injured or Dancing with Stars, they gave Johnny Sins the gimmick of The Miz. So it's unfortunate.
It really is
unfortunate.
And then this is the thing. Before they continued the tag team turmoil match. Now, if they didn't have to start up this tag team turmoil match again, you know what would have been the main event of Monday Night Raw?
Would it be something to do with Reggie?
You goddamn right. It would have been Reggie versus Akira Tozawa for the 24/7 championship. It would have been the main event. But we'll take co-main event. We will take co-main event.
Maybe that is why they stopped the turmoil. They were like, what else we got on the show tonight? You got Reggie and Akira in the main event. What?
Let them go 20.
Get the fuck out there. Get the fuck out there. Stop this match.
So about 30 seconds, Reggie hit his running, flipping, seated senton, retained, ran away from a bunch of jabronis, up the ramp, and then who is there? A return. This is the angle for the 24/7 championship. Drake Maverick, Team America's Drake Maverick is there. And looking like he's like the final boss. He's coming back to get when this whole thing started. Truth, Maverick, them doing it at his wedding and basically ruining it in real life.
All comes full circle.
So now I'm like, are they going to take this away from my Reginald?
Can we talk about something though? Jeff Hardy, heard he was part of this segment.
And then he got asked about it. He did a short little interview, and he was like, "Yeah, I show up, and they tell me what this week I was going after the."
Wait, this is a shoot interview type thing that
they did like a 10-minute spot. It was on Twitter, and it was after Raw, so it was like either Tuesday. I think I watched it. No, I watched it. Listened to it yesterday. Friday the 10th.
Like it wasn't like a WWE.
Nah, he was on someone's like radio show, and it was 10 minutes, and he starts like literally not even a minute and a half into it, he starts talking about, yeah, well, this week I showed up and they told me I was going after the 24/7 title.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
This is, like, it's bad enough that you do the train of people going after the 24/7 title, but now you got like WWE future Hall of Famers who could still go doing it. You could, again, this goes right back to John Morrison. You can do so much more with Jeff Hardy right now. And, you know, you're in this whole Bobby Lashley title reign. You're giving Drew rematch after rematch after rematch. Goldberg rematch, possibly a rematch, I guess, with Saudi Arabia coming up. How about putting Goldberg in there at all? You know, instead of maybe building John Morrison, building up Jeff Hardy to be an actual threat. This is why they get so much criticism. They have all these people. They have the greatest, they have the most talented roster ever. And they're doing shit with it. It hurts.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It's just like, it's just disappointing.
It hurts. It's disappointing. And now, you know, the one light that we had with NXT being so good most of the time, and now you don't know what we're getting with NXT because they're not fully hitting the reset button, but they're, I don't know, they're doing something close to that, I guess.
Does that start this week? The new
Tuesday, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
I guess. Oh no, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I don't know why I said 10 o'clock.
I was like, oh shit, that's
You know
too.
what it is? I'm done work at 10 o'clock, so it's 10 o'clock for me.
I was like, that's too fucking late. Is NXT still 1 hour or is it 2?
2.
It's 2. Yeah, it's been 2, right?
It's been 2.
I'm so out of it. Once
So,
they made it the Dynamite logo look like NXT, and I got confused. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean that's unfortunate. Because now I feel like NXT is gonna be bad. I hope I'm wrong though.
What were your thoughts on Mick Foley this week? Did you hear about him?
Where was the lie? Where was the lie? Like, where was it? And
No,
now he's got heat now, and he's smart. He's basically untouchable. I don't want to say untouchable, but like, okay, he has this Legend contract, which I don't know much about Legends contracts or nostalgia contracts, whatever, but I'm assuming it's for merch and likeness. So like put him in video games and stuff. So, you know, he's had his career. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's got his contract. What are they gonna do? He knows that he's not gonna get in trouble. What are they gonna do? They're gonna take him out of the new WWE game? I really hope they don't, because they have nobody to fill that damn roster up.
And it got pushed back.
So like, they're both not to get off topic, but both games are gonna have to get pushed back because they keep adding people to their rosters that people are gonna want to play with or removing.
Yep.
So Mick Foley, he's honest. He loves wrestling, and it's like a father telling his child that he's disappointed in him. That's what that was to me. Mick Foley being the daddy.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
You know,
I don't disagree with anything he said. I mean, believe me, in the past year, Mick Foley has said some stupid fucking shit, and he's been my jabroni of the week in the past year. I don't agree with everything he says, but this he was spot on with. I agree with him.
Yeah, it's absolutely like who wouldn't want to go to AEW right now? Who wouldn't? I mean, shit, dude. You have all that talent. You can either be like, yo, I could go work a banger with Daniel Bryan or Adam Cole or Omega, Darby, or I can go over here and be like, I'm going to be in a stupid ass gimmick with a leather mask and overalls or whatever they have him wearing.
They have to fucking hate him. They have to hate him. I'm not budging off of that. I'm not budging. They hate him. It does not make any sense. I would not want a GIMP action figure for my child. And I wouldn't actively search out and be like, yes, here.
That's
like,
the one. Give that one.
Marketable. I want to. I'm gonna be him for Halloween. I think.
What's that?
I'm gonna be him for Halloween.
Really?
I'm sure they're gonna try to sell it.
I don't know if they'll try and sell it.
Why are they doing it then? They have to try to sell a mask or something if they're doing it, right?
It's a fucking dominatrix mask. You can get that anywhere, isn't it?
They're gonna sell that exact mask if he keeps wearing it. It's gonna come in a package like Roman Reigns with his little cuff and the wrist cuffs and everything. It's gonna be like a Karrion Kross GIMP package, like the straps, like
but that's
a
all
double-sided dildo, and you're ready to go.
That's all he's got. He's got the mask and he's got the straps. That's about it. So that's not much of a package. So we'll see. I hope not, though.
Sell the mask. Say. Also, he's saying you might have something in your teeth there.
Nah, you can't even see my teeth. It's
That's what I was
by hair. So.
Oh man,
Triple H had a heart attack this week, or something.
Yeah, that was pretty scary, man.
Yeah.
And then people, of course, on the internet, like, say, "Oh, it's because Adam Cole had a heart attack." Like, dude, come on.
Unfortunate.
But yes.
Anything else happen?
I feel the only other thing this week, I've saved it, I teased it, but I have my jaBROni of the week basically set up. I'm going to save that for when we do that. This week in general, I mean, I think I have much more.
I think we actually covered pretty much everything. I mean, we didn't cover NXT, but
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch NXT this week.
That's why we didn't cover NXT.
I'm popping up. I'm gonna watch the relaunch this week.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to watch the relaunch, you know. But I heard NXT was good too, so
I'm gonna get back into the routine.
Yeah, there's that.
But I mean, hey, we have ROH. We have this Sunday, making our way back to 2300 Arena.
They liked us so much last time that they're bringing us back, and this time they're bringing the whole crew. So
we got the BODYSLAM crew. We have the Fightful crew. We all going to be downtown Philadelphia, where first we're going to watch our Philadelphia Eagles, Birds Rule, take on Cass's Atlanta Falcons. And then after we beat the Falcons, we will then take a sad Mr. Haynes to 2300 Arena and maybe cheer him up with some Ring of Honor wrestling.
I wish I had your confidence.
Really? You don't? I feel like I don't know.
I don't have confidence in Jalen Hurts, which is crazy because I drafted him in 2 leagues, but we'll see.
But yeah, we're gonna have a big Sunday. Today, even there was whispers of there's a show up in the Poconos with like Cass and Enzo and all these. But I mean, I'm going up there. I'm going up the mountains next weekend. So,
look at this! Look at this! Here we go again. Your jaBROni world champion taking another vacation and Brock Lesnaring up this shit.
This is not a vacation. It is a bachelor party, and I will have everything there next week to do the show.
You're filming on location. You're filming on location at a bachelor party.
Yep, because I am dedicated. Oh my God.
Wow.
Professional. I'm going to bring all this stuff. If you smell, it's all coming with me.
I would like to say that you will be receiving the jaBROni World Championship tomorrow as well.
Oh.
I thought I'd let you know that as well.
Do you think they'll allow me in the event with it.
Yeah, I mean, even WWE does that.
I never thought I would actually be a person to bring a title to.
I was gonna do it at SmackDown when we go.
Yeah, I feel
I have like
we're
5 titles to choose from. I was hoping it would be the jaBROni Championship. Maybe it will be. I don't know.
You never know.
Never
All
know.
right. Do you have jaBROni of the week?
Honestly, I mean, yeah, I guess I do. I don't want to bring like attention to certain individuals, but I guess the other day during your show with Cass, there were trolls in the chat.
I saw.
If you're gonna be a troll, know how to A, spell, B, make sense, and C, be respectful. That's all. So I don't know what to call them. YouTube trolls or just trolls in general.
Yeah, he said he had a stream and come on
Yeah, he said he gets like 1,200 streams a night. Bro, I searched the YouTube for your name and nothing came up. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but you suck. So
I think he said one of us looked like we're on meth. I think that was Cass.
No, that was you.
It was me?
Yes, he said that you looked like.
I thought
he said you looked like Cass.
I thought one was meth and one was crack or something like that.
He said that you looked like Cass on meth.
Ah,
yeah, that's
right, cool.
That's what that was. Which,
yeah, I did it. And then he was like, and true cliche wrestling journalists who aren't wearing deodorant, and I was like no,
dude, I checked myself after that.
I was like, nah, I'm pretty good. I know who he's trying to go after. That like cliche wrestling fan that you see the show. I know where he's going at, but
he had the right points. He just had directed the right points at the wrong people.
Little does he know is that this dude fucks. So get the hell out of here, bro. You ain't hurt my feelings. I remember telling the wife, I was like, there was some dude trying to say mean things to me, and it didn't bother me at all. I actually got happy about it. I was like, it's cool. People are watching it, and they're like,
yeah,
I look like a meth head, apparently.
That's fine. You're toast a meth head. And then, of course, that, and, look, hey, it's 20-year anniversary. If you don't like America, F you. That's all I'll say about that.
All right, so my jaBROni of the week is going back to someone who I feel like they're going to be in contention for jaBROni of the year, even though it's not a particular person. I'm going back to a WWE creative / Vince McMahon with the ideas for Adam Cole on the main roster, and the reason why he ran so quickly to AEW.
Hold on now. Do we know this is the reason why? Because he didn't mention any of that in his scrum.
I don't care. If this is, it's something that he wants to do with everyone who's not a big guy. He has a track record of he wanted Adam Cole to be the little bitchy, scared, lanky heel manager to Keith Lee. Somebody else they don't know who the fuck they're doing with. And it's just like, let's get two people who should be top players in this company and figure out how we can. I mean, we already put the gimp mask on him, so it's like, should we come up with an alternate gimp mask, or should we just scrap the gimp stuff? Like, I just feel like they have a dartboard with the worst ideas in the world, and they're just like, Adam Cole's a bitch ass manager, and he can't wrestle, and he's scared, and he has no muscles. That's what it makes.
I agree. Like, if that was their plan, like, bro, what the hell are you doing?
Did they not know who he is?
I didn't mean to interrupt your rant. Go
That's
ahead.
fine, but did they not know who Adam Cole is? Like, he is way bigger than I think they think he is. And I don't know. I'm just so sick of these things coming out. It always brings me back to the Revival with their fucking stupid ass get up that they were going to have to get put into before leaving the company. It's just like it's like you want to be a company anymore? Are you really just selling this company and just don't give a fuck anymore? Because everyone who has talent is just looks like a jackass, except Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I forget who posted this, but did you see the article about an impending sale?
Yeah, Cultaholic had to like put a rebuttal on it, saying about with the Disney deal, they trusted their sources with it, but
it's not true.
Yeah, they ended up doing I think the editor-in-chief of Cultaholic like posted a statement about it, saying they pulled it, the article and everything.
Well, then never mind. I won't bring attention to it, even though I did, but whatever. Go ahead.
I still think that something's going on because
I definitely agree that a sale would or is going to happen like sooner than later. And I mean, since we said Disney, I mean, they own everything else, ESPN, Marvel. Why not?
We'll have Marvel characters in there soon enough.
I just want Mickey Mouse to take a pile driver. That's all I want.
He's probably not taking a pile driver. He's probably going to pile driver like Karrion Kross somehow.
Oh my God. Could you imagine WrestleMania, Karrion Kross main eventing with Mickey Mouse? Jesus Christ.
There's the title of this episode.
Oh!
jaBROnis versus Mickey Mouse versus Karrion Kross.
Nice. Disney, I'm available.
All right, let's plug some things away. We already said we will be at Ring of Honor this Sunday in Philly. If you guys are going to be there, find us. Come say hello. I'm sure we'll be doing some tweets, maybe some. We'll hop on a little Twitter live maybe there or something. Maybe on the way down, we'll do some shenanigans. Then we have just a week now on stick to BODYSLAM.net and the YouTube page and the Twitter, because we will be, we're slowly, Boss Man's coming here this weekend. We're planning out all post shows for all the shows. So we have a couple more people maybe joining the website, and we're going to have like post shows. You'll see Mike, you're going to see me, you're going to see Dom, Cass, a few other people maybe pop up, a little rotating. My contract does have that not that many Rampage appearances, though.
Does it?
Unless there's a life or death situation.
Where are these contracts?
Wait. Rampage was pre-recorded this week, and you want me to record 11 o'clock tonight? I was like, dude, I knew what happened like 2 days ago. What happened on that show?
You just record yourself. Your thoughts on the spoilers and just send it, and we can just make it. Cass can play off of that.
I was talking to Dom about that. I was like, dude, I loved reading like when they used to way back when they used to like film SmackDown on Tuesday, and you just go on that one site and just read all the spoilers for Thursday.
Am I tuning in this week? You know what's so dumb that they would used to do? Like, I remember Kurt Angle, who was on Raw at the time, but made this surprise appearance in this battle royal for the vacant World Heavyweight title, and he won the title, and they fucking posted it on their website on a Tuesday night. Like, it didn't air yet. Why would you post that shit? That would have been such a surprise, and I saw it. I was like, well, I'm not fucking watching it now. Dumbasses.
Damn it. But yeah, so you could keep a track of us over at BODYSLAM.net. Everything's there. We're in a little bit in the description coming up here. We're gonna have all the info where you can go get T-shirts. You can go find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast. Click that merch, get some T-shirts, some hoodies, whatnot. Support the brand. You could visit the BODYSLAM.net Pro Wrestling Tee Shop. Go grab a t-shirt there. I'm trying to think of anything that we need to get away. I mean, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. We invade the Wells Fargo Center for SmackDown.
Are we going to the go home to Extreme Rules? Or is it the week after?
I thought it was the Extreme Rule, the SmackDown after Extreme Rules.
When's the date of the show?
The 24th.
So 2 weeks would be the 25th.
It is the go home. It is the go home. So we're gonna see, if we see Demon Balor in Philly, I gotta get face paint. I gotta get face paint. I gotta get face paint. I need to do it. I need to do me up.
Unfortunately, you're going to see, well, not for you, but you're going to see the Demon get the upper hand at the end of the go home show. And then you're going to be very sad Sunday night.
No, I won't. Finn Balor winning the Universal title at Extreme Rules. You heard it here first. 10 points.
10 points.
10 points.
Ah, yes.
Don't write that down. I don't mean that.
The jaBROni World Championship will be defended in 2 weeks. We'll have a big, we'll have, in 2 weeks, we'll have our, Saturday morning, we'll have our posts SmackDown and our preview to Extreme Rules. That'll be fun.
That'll be a really nice show. That'll be a big show.
It will be Paul White, but do you have anything else before we plug some things away?
Oh, you got the Twitter gimmick right here. I had a hard time doing this last night too, but you got this here. We'll be at SmackDown. We're gonna be at ROH. Come say what's up. I feel like there's something else I'm doing, but I forget what it is. I can't remember, but that's okay.
Beautiful.
Go Birds.
That's perfect.
Go Birds.
That's perfect. Go Birds. You can follow me at jaBROni McCann on Twitter. And you can follow the show at jaBROnis Pod on Twitter. That's about it. We're going to be back. You're going to see us over social media over the weekend. We're going to be at ROH, tickling butts and whatnot. We're going to have fun.
Tickling butts. Yes.
But until then, jaBROnis.